Everything's wrong.
Are the people just in wrong
No,
places?
it's all here. I'll show you.
Didn't you hear him, Rock? He said it's all jacked up.
It's all
What
wrong.
what about that don't you understand?
I really need to teach you how to use
Please.
this stuff because I have zero issues with my stream and cameras.
Yeah. I need something because this is just ridiculous. Okay. I can't believe how fucked up it is.
Oh, we're punting. Okay. Got it.
uh, how do I? How do you take a screenshot on fucking Windows?
Print screen.
Is there a print screen button? Oh, there's.
PRTSCRN.
Where do those even go?
Clipboard.
Oh, clipboard. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
Your OBS is just fucked, dude.
What in the shit, man?
Yeah. Okay.
All right, well, we'll play next time.
Seriously, it's like you have different scenes that you go back and forth, and then you just, or your scenes don't save or something, or because
I
that's just
I
wrong.
really don't know. It shouldn't be like this.
And yet it is.
Yeah. Okay. I fixed my camera. This is so. Where is Carmen San Diego? There he is. Carlman San Diego. What the?
Only you had an hour to do this.
Yeah, it would have been smart of me to switch while we were all BSing, deciding what we were doing. It would have been smart of me to try to check it. I guess that did not occur to me. All right. I mean, I am moments away from fixing this. So
Okay.
where's JD? There he is. Oh, JD is not even physically here. Okay, that's fine. But I mean, I lock everything, so why? I don't know why it changes. It don't make no
Is
sense.
it a different scene? Do you have different scenes set up?
Yeah, I have seen different scenes.
Are you sure you're going to the right scene?
Yeah.
Is it only the cameras that are messed up?
No, everything is messed up, not just the cameras.
Then yeah, it's something with your scene.
Wait. Cameras are fixed. Chat is fixed. Okay, everything's fixed.
Great.
We're good to go.
Now we just gotta wait for JD.
Yep. Okay.
You guys see my new? You guys want to see my newest gadget?
Sure.
I've been wanting to buy one for a while. This is the small form factor. Let me turn the blur off. Hold on. While we wait for JD. This is the Remarkable tablet.
Okay.
It's just like for taking notes, but it's electronic. But look how well it writes. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but it
Okay.
writes like a fucking pencil.
Oh wow, that's remarkable.
Exactly.
You're an idiot. That's cool. Does it sync with your phone?
Yeah, and it will like convert everything that you write into text if you want it to, and all that good shit. But yes,
That's cool.
Nice. I don't write enough. I don't do enough things in person to need something like that.
I don't do anything in person either, but I can't remember shit if I don't write it down.
I'm a note taker. I'm a list guy.
Here's my problem with notebooks.
Yeah.
Things get like
Messy.
roughly. I'll have one page about a meeting about this thing here, and then it'll be 2 weeks before I have another meeting on the subject, and then it's here.
Okay.
And
so
I don't ever have them all together.
Can I give you my system?
You can give me your system, yes. But
All right.
It's too late. I've already got this. So.
Okay, sure. But just imagine the money I could have saved you. This side, which is the side with the binder on the left, this is for the list of tasks. Okay.
Sure.
This usually lasts me most of a week, maybe sometimes half a week. Okay.
Sure.
The reverse side is for notes.
Yeah. Sure.
It's rare that I get through this and this before the week is up.
You're missing my point.
I think I got your point. The
No,
notes are relevant to the
my point
task.
is no. Let's say that you take notes on a meeting about a project,
Okay.
and then 3 weeks later you have another meeting about the same project.
Okay.
Now your notes are not physically anywhere near each other.
Oh, okay.
Why don't you just have a different notebook for that project?
Then I have like 72 notebooks.
That's fair, dog.
Make a page. This
My
is your
biggest issue is actually not project related, it's one-on-one note related for like my direct reports and stuff like that. Like I don't want to have like my one-on-one from this day notes here, and then 7 pages later is my next one-on-one. I want that shit all together.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I'm assuming you don't like digital notebooks for
Well,
that.
I was just showing off my new digital notebook, JD.
Ooh.
Yeah,
It's
look,
remarkable.
it's this thing. You're not gonna be able to fucking.
I already
have to
told
reset.
Rock he was an idiot, so you don't have to.
It's this thing. Oh no, what have I done?
What did you do? We can still see you.
No, I embiggened the Zoom window.
Oh.
In Biggin.
This thing,
I
Oh,
embiggened
nice.
it.
a little
That's cool.
tablet, but it writes. I show you like a pencil.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's cool.
And then it does convert to text. It's like actually pretty good.
Sick. All right, let's see what we can do in math is hard. 40-ish minutes. All right. So, gentlemen, you successfully in our last session faced a blighted elemental that was causing a blight upon the Yathan Plains. In doing so, you gained the gratitude of the tribe that was just outside of the port city. You also gained some magical items, which you all have in your possession or are now attuned to. And as in gratitude for your service, the Yathan tribe has furnished you with mounts to take you all the way to the border of Ahka. We're going to skip ahead and we're going to be arriving immediately at the border of Ahka. So you guys have been flying for a couple days. Your mounts are actually giant eagles. So each of you are on the back of a giant eagle with a Yathan guide to direct the eagle. So it's 2 per eagle. And as
I'm riding Donut while Donut's standing on the back of the eagle. Just kidding.
That's not happening. It's a very picturesque flight. You can see, this image that we have here. This is kind of the scene, the terrain beneath you as you fly across the continent. Eventually, though, after 2 days of traveling, on the 3rd day, you can see that you begin to descend. Before you were flying, a couple thousand feet in the air. Now you're descending down, and one of the guides turns to you, Arik, and says, "We're approaching the Akan border. We have to descend and land. We can't actually fly into Ahka. Their wards prevent it." So you guys descend.
Their wars prevent. Like, what happens if we fly in?
The
No,
Yathan
it's talking
thinks,
like a magical ward, right?
yeah,
Like
magical ward.
ward.
physically
Not a war.
can't pass it.
Yeah.
My bad.
The Yathan thinks about the question for a second, and he's like, "I don't know. No one's tried it recently." They're pretty
Donut, go.
They're pretty particular about their borders, though. That I do know. So you guys descend, and you descend, kind of in this place where, most of Yatha is plains and steps with 2 piece, kind of the terrain that you're seeing here, and you can see it kind of begins to flatten and become more wooded as you get close to what you would presume is the border. And you can see that off in the distance there's a river that kind of goes into the woods, and you guys kind of land just outside where the forest starts, and you can see there's a path leading into the forest.
Is that like the only path? Is it like a heavily wooded?
Yeah, this looks like it's the path to the border crossing.
Like well-traveled path type of thing?
Yeah, and
Okay.
one of the Yathan guides says this is the way to the border of Ahka. There will be undoubtedly Akans there manning the border that will want to know what y'all are doing.
Okay. Thank you for the assistance.
Thank you for your assistance. We'll probably camp here, and if you guys decide to go back, we'll be here. Probably leave in the morning.
Well, that's nice.
Yep. So they start, making preparations to camp, and it looks like, it looks like this immediate area looks like there have been previous campsites before. It looks like, there is trade that happens between the tribes of the plains and the Akans. So this is like not a weird place for them to stop.
What are we here to do again?
We're going to the dingle thing to go hide artifact shard.
Oh yeah, because I forgot we didn't do that. We were in fighting the like combo elemental guy, right? Last time.
Yeah, and then we hid one of the shards there,
Yeah. Okay.
which is the second one. And I think there's 2 more now, right? There were 4 total.
There are 5 total, so there's 3 more.
Okay.
Yep. So you guys go into the forest.
Yep. I wish them luck, and hopefully the spirits won't bother them again.
They return your well wishes in the spirit they were given. And you guys head into the forest.
All right.
As you enter the forest, you can feel. Actually, everybody make a perception check.
I realized I forgot to log back in after my browser crashed.
Damn. Hate to see it.
What did you say? Perception?
Yeah.
All
right.
Hold on. I got some kind of bonus on this. Does it automatically add that? Let me go see what that is real quick. I got that shield.
Well, you're fine with 13.
I have advantage.
Okay. Rolls a 2.
Much better.
Almost. Okay, yeah. So Carl, Elion, as you guys as you guys begin to walk into the first, you can feel there's something in the air. It's like the atmosphere seems different. Like the air seems to shift. It feels almost, it's not like it was hot where you were just now, but it feels cooler somehow. You can hear like the melodic chirping of birds. You can hear the distant, roar of the river. You can smell like, the earth and like, flowers blooming, and like it feels tranquil as you enter the forest.
What was it before?
I mean, it wasn't like it was massively like anything before, but like a definite sense of tranquility begins to descend on you with y'all's perception checks. Arik, you're looking at your bracers. You're not really focused on what's happening around you.
Yeah, they're shiny.
Now, let's see. Carl, with a 16 though, Carl, you feel this tranquility. You also feel like you're being watched, almost as if the forest is watching you.
Like more than just like random small animals.
Yeah, there's an aspect of watchfulness about what's happening around you.
Can I do some kind of like check to look for something watching us?
You can make an insight check.
Ugh. Nope.
No, you don't really get into any insight into what might be watching. You just feel as if something is watching. It's not like it's a malevolent.
Malicious.
Yes.
It's not as if you feel it's malevolent. You just feel something or someone is watching. But yeah, so
I'll whisper under my breath to the other people who are here who I'm not sure. Do we have Chris here? Do we have Chaz here?
Yeah, Chaz is there. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to whisper under my breath to everyone. We aren't alone. Be cautious.
Actually, that's a great point. Let me roll a perception check for Chaz. Watch him be hella perceptive. 7. Okay, cool. He's also looking at his magical item. he doesn't notice anything. Okay. As you guys go deeper into the forest, you're just struck by the beauty. Like, you guys have been in forest before. This one seems on a slightly different level. Like, it seems legitimately like just a different level of beauty. And Elion, you would liken it to the forest of your home dimension, the Feywild, which is strange.
Okay.
Which is strange on the mortal plane, in your opinion, I would say.
Okay.
Okay. As you guys begin, you're kind of following the sound of the river, and you can hear the river getting louder. And you come through a break in the trees, and you can see the river is there, and there's a bridge across the river, and there's kind of a rise up beyond the river, and there seems to be some standing stones, and just kind of this like almost not altar, but like this circle of stones that doesn't seem to be natural, was more man-made. And as you guys take that in, you didn't necessarily see this person immediately, but all of a sudden you see a elf woman just kind of seem as she stopped being one with whatever foliage she was standing in and is now visible up and to y'all's left.
I apparently have a clone of myself. It's a very special aspect of this forest.
And the elf says to you, she says, "Greetings, travelers. You stand now at the threshold of Akka. Our lands are welcome to those who walk in harmony, but we must ask your purpose here."
Our purpose is to travel the land and see what's in this direction.
Make a deception check.
Well, that's not a deception.
You're not here to travel the land.
Yeah, we are. We're traveling through the land.
We're going to the Doinker.
I'm purposely trying to be vague so I'm not lying.
Right, and I would say that's technically deception in this case.
How?
You're
I'm withholding specific details. I'm not lying.
I think that's still deceptive.
What?
Right?
Withholding details?
Yeah. Lying by omission is still lying. I mean, okay. You can make a persuasion check if you want, or you can make a deception check.
Well, I'll do persuasion because I'm not trying to deceive them. I'm trying to be very general about what we're doing. 17.
Okay. She kind of looks at you for a moment, waits a beat, and then she says, "There is an ease on the wind. And your party," and her eyes kind of linger on Chaz, "seems touched by it. What is your true purpose
we
here?"
just dealt with a whole bunch of wind stuff. And what's that place where we came from again?
The city or
no, the region, like the
Yatha.
Yatha. Yeah, we just came through Yatha, and they had some issues with wind too. But we took care of that pretty well. But we may have some lingering effects on us or something. It's hard to say.
I see. What is your true purpose for coming to Akka?
I mean, I told you we're just traveling through, looking to get to the coast and enjoying the scenery on the way.
Okay, hold on. Let me make a quick check for her. Okay. Okay. She says, and she says, "All right then, we'll be welcome in Akka in harmony. there is a village not too far from here, the village of Eridor. We can guide you there, and our elder will likely have questions for you.
So what was the name of that place? Elidor?
Eriador.
It's that area with the door.
Yep. Yes, we will travel in harmony. For sure.
She nods slowly and she says, "Please see that you do. There are things that lurk in our fair land that are older than all of you combined."
I mean, I don't doubt that, as long as we're not attacked or put in any danger. I don't imagine we will cause any.
She nods again and she kind of gestures off to her left, and you see another elf appears again from the foliage and, you know, does a short bow and beckons you to follow him.
I turn back to the group and I give you guys a huge smile and 2 thumbs up and start heading, following the guy.
Trying to think, have you ever led us astray yet?
I would prefer not to answer that.
I'm pretty sure you have, but
Okay, so you guys gonna follow the sentinel?
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, you guys follow. This elf leads you guys down a path, again, a well-worn one. You know, cutting in and out between the trees. You initially you cross the river, and as you you move through the forest, you move into a new area, and you can see just a vast vista opens up, and there's waterfalls.
I don't get to see that. I have no token to give me visibility.
Oh my god! All right, hold on.
Correct.
Wait,
It's
did
just
y'all see the other one?
black. It's just black.
Did y'all see the other one?
I see. Yeah, I saw the other one.
Okay, hold on.
But I see 2 other mice.
Hold
Players.
on. How about now?
There you go.
Hey,
Okay. So you see this vista open up. You know, there's waterfalls, there's changes in elevation, there's forest, there's mountains in the distance now. There weren't mountains in all of Yatha pretty much. I mean, there were cliffs and steps, but it wasn't like mountains. But now you can see there is mountains in the distance. And you can see a village kind of in the distance as well. And you guys, you know, follow the elf, and he takes you guys to the village. As you guys go into the village, you know, they called it a village. It doesn't really seem like a standard village. Like it doesn't feel like a village. Like you would normally, like you would walk into a village and there would be, you know, maybe some sort of central building, bunch of, you know, houses, you know, maybe like a tavern or something like that. This does not feel like that. Like every single structure that you see, you kind of have to look for it to some extent because it's almost part of the landscape on some level. Like imagine how the Shire looked and felt. That's what this looks and feels like.
okay.
So, you know, there's you know, there's a lot of open air like pavilions. There's a lot of houses built into the sides of mountains or into trees, or into, you know, into like hills or whatever. And, you know, the elf leads you kind of to what you would, I guess, assume is the center of the village, which is kind of this pavilion, massive like pergola looking thing, where, you know, there is an elderly elven woman standing, waiting for you. You can see as you walk through, you know, there are different, you know, they're not just elves here necessarily. I forget what other races I pay here actually, but there are, you know, humanoid, other kinds of humanoids. There are humans here. There are genasi here. You know, this is not just a place where elves live, but a lot of elves. Truly, just a lot of elves. So yeah, you guys approach, and you can assume that this elderly elven woman that your guide is leading you to is the elder of the village. Um,
As we approach, I'll when we get to him, I will give him a very elaborate bow.
the sentinel or the
No,
elder?
the leader guy,
Oh, leader woman.
the leader woman.
Okay, great.
Leader Hosen.
The leader. She returns your bow with a nod, and she says, "Welcome, travelers. What brings you to our village?"
I hear this is the village of the area. We're just passing through your region, heading to the coast.
The coast. Not many have business on the coast. What business have you on the coast?
It's just something that we're looking to visit. We're actually on the other coast, but we decided we didn't want to really venture the a ship around the continent, so we decided, just take a hop, skip, and a jump through.
Make a. Oh, that's the wrong one. Make a persuasion
None of that
check.
was a lie.
I
That
mean,
was all
if
true.
you say so, make a persuasion check.
I mean, we did all of that though. Where did it go? Oh, I have to scroll down. Gosh, got terrible rolls today.
She kind of looks at you thoughtfully for a moment, and she says, "There's something else. Something you don't want to talk about. But then there are many things that many people do not want to talk about. Um, perhaps we can offer secrets in exchange."
I mean, I'm not really sure we're here looking for secrets. So, I mean, if it's all the same, I think we'll just keep ours and you can keep yours.
I see. She kind of walks in a slow circle, circling around you guys. And finally she turns and she says, "You have something, don't you?"
Well, yeah, I've got a lot of stuff.
No, you have something different. Something powerful.
Okay.
I will pull out
Point at
from.
your wiener.
What was that?
Point at your wiener.
Not quite. But I will take I'll pull like from inside my shirt, and I have a like necklace on, and on it is a gold or it's not a gold, a silver I don't know, like a not a crescent. What am I like a pointed oval almost with a orange gem on it. And I say, yeah, I have this.
She
This
look
is a the vessel of my patron. Is this what you're referring to?
Who has the artifact right now?
That would probably be Chaz, wouldn't it? Or do we take it from him?
It's in the bag of holding. So who has the bag of holding?
Didn't we say we shouldn't let Chaz have it because he just wanders off all the time? So either Carl or Elion.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's probably one of the two of us.
I'll decide right now who has it.
You want to do a coin flip?
No, I want to roll d20. Whoever gets lower.
We just roll in a d20.
Yeah.
All right,
Me to roll too, or is it just you two?
just us.
Ah, you got it.
I've got the bag.
She
You
look
got that bag.
got that bag though. All right. She looks at you for a second, Elion, and she says, yes, you have it about you, but this is not what I was expecting to see." And she looks up again at you, Elion, and she says, well, if you want to keep your secrets, you're certainly entitled to them. But I don't think I can allow travelers such as yourselves carrying such a powerful item into our harmonious lands without knowing what it is.
Can't we just go around this hoe? I'm not saying that out loud.
Well, how are you communicating it then?
I'm thinking out, not actually communicating.
Okay.
I'm just thinking it out loud to myself out of game.
Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure Elion is going to want to part with his necklace. Seems kind of important to him.
Yeah, this has been in my family for generations.
Okay, so you know she's not talking about your necklace.
Yeah, but he's pretending that that's what he
sure is.
thinks he's talking about.
Yeah, she doesn't even blink. She's just staring at you, Elion. She doesn't even respond to Carl.
I'll just look at Carl like, like, what are we doing here?
So, Elion, you can come to the conclusion without a check that somehow this person she can sense it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she knows the difference between what she's sensing and your patron's what do we call it?
So she told us that she won't let us through.
She won't.
Is
Yeah.
that the
I mean, she
whole-
won't let you further in. Like she needs to know what you're actually here for and what you're doing with an item of such power. She's not going to let you wander around her country.
Is this so? She's the leader of this country, right?
She's the leader of
this area.
This area, yeah.
Or this state, whatever we want to call it.
Not the whole country. Like you can assume based on what you've seen and I mean, make a history check.
Can we all make a history check for this?
Sure.
Bitch.
Oof, Arik, I need you to save the day.
Yes,
History
please.
check.
Yeah.
Do it.
Stand by. I got this. I have
+5 in
He is
history too.
well-traveled.
That's so annoying.
Arik
I
is
have
well traveled.
Guys, don't worry. I have a -1.
This might not be the first time he's been to Akka.
I mean,
Actually, wait,
could
before you
easily
roll,
do better than both of us, though.
Before you roll, if you
Too
can,
late.
all right, I'll still offer you this too. If you can give me in just a few sentences what Arik did in Akka before, I'll let you roll with advantage.
He attempted to visit the Doinker, but along the way was accosted by some rebels and tucked tail and ran.
Why was he trying to visit the Doinker?
Because it looks like a Doinker. Why would he not want to go?
Okay, all right, roll again.
There you go.
All right. So, Arik, what you know
The Doinker
is
saves
that
the day.
this woman is not the leader of the country, but there are villages placed at key parts of the border of Akka that essentially funnel potential travelers into them, and one of their duties is to ensure no one enters that isn't approved. So you ran into this before after
but is it government sanctioned?
yes. So
Okay.
but
So
you
she's
wait,
not like an Afghan warlord.
no, what you know with a 17 is that the government of Akka isn't a government, it's a theocracy. So, it's more culture and tradition and religion, and like there is an agreement of, what is to be done. And they are big on harmony, and they're not against outsiders, they're not prejudiced against people who are not Akan, but they just don't want anyone wandering around.
Okay. So her sort of she's been effectively deputized by the ruling body.
Correct.
Okay.
She's
Well,
discharging her duty.
I'll share that information with my colleagues and say, look, the deal is, from what I remember, is that while she may not be a cop, she is empowered to be able to decide who comes in and who doesn't. And so if we run afoul of that, we're running afoul of, the people who rule the entire land.
Probably not a side that we want to get, or not a wrong side that we want to get on.
I mean, we are wanted in one country already.
Yeah, so what's one more?
This is when you go to Skyrim after
we're just entering. We have to go all the way across this motherfucker. We might not want to do the whole thing with a target on our back. Now, I don't know. Would I know, Brock, like how serious of an infraction it would be to like enter without authorization, or frankly against?
I mean, you with an 18, this is exactly what you tried to do last time, and you were unceremoniously expelled.
Okay, so yeah, gentlemen, I speak from experience. They won't let this shit go.
I mean, do we need to go to the Doinker to hide this? Can't we just go to one of any other bajillion places on this map?
Well, the thing is we just have to, they got to be as far away as possible. We don't have to go to the Doinker, but we have a certain number of these things to hide, and they got to be very far away from each other. So geographically, we can't rule out too many different places.
Well, can we say that we went off and to have a private conversation instead of having this conversation in front of them?
Yeah, you see the elder looks at you, Arik, and says, I'd be interested to know what country you're currently wanted in.
We're wanted in a country that I made up in my head.
Roll a deception check.
Can we say we went off and didn't have this whole conversation? Can we? I mean,
how exactly are you going to disengage from? Because she asked a question and it hasn't been answered yet.
Yeah. I basically would say, like, can we have a few minutes to discuss this amongst ourselves privately?
Okay. She spreads her hands and says, certainly.
Okay. And so at that point, I think is when we would get all this information from Auric, and he'd tell us and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, either we could walk away and be like, okay, thank you for your time, and then try to break in this MF.
Can we get a picture of the world map again?
Yeah.
I mean, they don't have a border wall. It's not that hard to sneak into country.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking about that, but we were basically being watched the entire time. Like, as soon as we came in, we were being watched.
Well, that's because we were funneled to a specific choke point. That's how they have this place set up. True. We could try to seek out a place that they don't expect you to enter from, and like I would say, it might be somewhat arduous. We might have to go over some terrain, but like,
where do we enter at?
Because we were funneled here.
So I would say, what's the shortest distance? You guys are probably around.
You don't have area door on here?
90 seconds. I'll be right back.
No, it's not a major town. Yeah, you're probably like here-ish.
Oh, way up there. Okay.
I'm just trying to draw a line from Tissot to the border, so I think this is probably about where it would be. But I mean, looking at this map, you can see many of the major cities are set back from the border.
Yeah.
On this side of it, anyway.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I don't like this place. This place sucks. think I'm gonna try and convince them to just skip this place completely and just go up to like the just stay in Yathen and go hide it up like up in that like cove up there somewhere.
Okay.
Like up in like this area.
Mm-hmm.
Like up in here. Is this these people are annoying. I'm already tired of them. Where'd JD go?
Oh. He said to be right
Okay.
back.
No.
We'll probably get to this decision and call it.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
You good?
I ate something tonight that is just really not agreeing with me. I just have had indigestion all night long.
Oof, that's
That
too bad.
sucks.
I feel like shit.
Well, we'll probably get to this decision and then call it. We're
Yeah.
almost to 11.
I just went downstairs to grab something for it, so hopefully
Okay.
it gets better.
Yeah.
But anyway, sorry. What is this still the like? Do we tell her or not kind of thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Basically, Carl's gonna say that I don't think it's really worth telling these people what we have, considering what it is.
Yeah.
And I
Well, then
think
at
we
that
should
point, the whole nation will know, like she'll pass this information.
Yep.
And
And
something
so the whole point of us like hiding this thing secretly is basically out the window.
Yep. Yeah, because the whole point is us being secretive and not letting anybody else know about this in order to not compromise the mission, and
Yep.
that compromises the mission.
What does?
Yeah.
Telling her
what we have and
we
what
should
we're doing with
definitely
it.
sneak around.
Yeah, well, so I'm thinking we jump back out and just kind of follow the northern border up to like up in this area up here, and maybe just try and find something either like in this cove in here, or if we won't, we can try and like maybe sneak through up here. But basically, go through the Yathen area since they're a lot nicer, and we're their saviors. So there's that.
Yeah, because where did we technically land?
I think like around this
We
area.
landed here, right? Yeah.
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 Yeah, so we just go all the way around the border until we get up to
We basically walk the border and we look for
Fez's.
like again, they're funneling us to choke points, which means that they're sort of assuming or trusting in whatever is outside of those choke points that people aren't going to come over their border. And so if we intentionally avoid the choke points and try to negotiate whatever terrain or whatever there is, then we should be able to avoid Inquisition. Now, here's what I don't know, or do I know? Once we're in, is anybody we run into going to be able to sense the same shit?
Make an insight check.
Okie dokie.
Ooh.
Okay, so what you know is that they don't put just anyone in charge of these choke points.
Right.
you can assume that this elder is a cut above the normal,
Right.
random Aken, right? The fact, like, you were just in Yatha around, a bunch of people. None of them ever said anything.
Right.
So
So
she has
we
abilities that maybe the normal person doesn't have.
we get ourselves away from the choke points. We cross at a sort of an unauthorized Rio Grande River type crossing. And negotiate that. And then once we're in, we just try like hell to avoid any more of the elders. Or if we can't avoid them, we just have a really good story for why, even though they think something is weird, we were allowed in anyway.
Mm.
If you can't beat them, join them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm cool with that. I think if we do try and sneak through, though, I think we still should go up to this like northern bit of Yathan up here
Yeah.
and sneak in from up
Yeah.
there since it's a lot closer.
Now we could also, because I don't think it's going to cost us anything extra unless it's just way more time, we could also take what we've learned about this particular encounter and how it was approached and see it, like if we wanted to go through another choke point and like try to go through legit and just see if we can handle it differently in such a way that maybe we could negotiate our way in.
What was your original history check? What was that number?
It was 17.
17. So with a 17 arc, you know that you tried that exact thing before.
Oh, okay.
And
so they've got some kind of system.
They knew who you were.
Okay. So we've done fucked her. So we cannot go in through a checkpoint or a choke point, boys. We've got to go in illegally. I don't think we have a choice here.
Just as long as we're not eating dogs and cats and drawing attention to ourselves.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to go in and keep a really low profile.
Okay. So is that the decision then?
Do they know us by do they know you by sight? Is it like our whole like descriptions and all that?
Surely not.
Definitely know by smell.
Like, yeah, so this is another thing. Like, is it just something people who like the elders of the checkpoints know? Not everybody.
Know what exactly?
Like you said, hey, there's no point in us trying again. They got a system.
What you remember is you tried to get in, you were expelled. You tried to go in a different place, and the Sentinels didn't know you by sight. But when you were taken to the Elder was like, "Hey, we've already sent you on your way." But
so
it's not like it's not like they know you again now. So it's not like it's a permanent. It was more like you tried, then tried again like a couple of days later.
Yeah. I didn't allow the memory to fade.
Yeah.
Right. So like as long as this memory is fresh, so for the next while, and who knows how long, but we should assume that if we run into any more elders once we're in the country, we might have a problem.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds right.
Okay.
Do what we can, I suppose.
All right. So you guys have made a decision?
Yeah, we're sneaking in.
All right. So now you have to extricate yourself from this situation.
Just take off.
I mean, she said we're not gonna let you in if you won't. So,
yeah, I mean, I think like literally,
fair. We won't bother you.
Do is like as we're walking away, look over your shoulder and be like, "Thanks for your time. We'll see you later now," or some shit like that.
Well, we won't see them later.
That's true.
Okay. I mean,
I'll go up and I'll talk to her and tell her like, well, we've discussed this and this item that you're sensing on us, we don't think that it's worth relaying this information to you. So I think we're just gonna go on our way and look for somewhere else to go.
She nods and says, "Very well, go in peace." And she gestures to the sentinel who brought you here, and he will guide you back to the border.
Alrighty.
So he guides you to the border, and he takes you all the way like to the exit of the fortress, and he gives you another, half bow, and you guys leave the forest. You can see your Yathan guides are, they've made camp. They're still there. So,
Jeez. So I think we're headed north, right?
Not right now.
Yeah, but like in general.
In general, yeah, I think that's where we're gonna head is basically up to essentially the coast up there.
I guess it's north. What is it? Northeast, really?
As you guys have walked a little ways out of the forest now. You're not quite to the Athens, but you're a little ways from the forest. You hear the sounds of footsteps coming out of the forest, and
Like behind us or
behind you, yeah, coming from the forest, yeah. And you can
Like
hear
hostile footsteps, like draw my weapon.
just footsteps. And you hear someone call out, "Wait, travelers, wait!" And as you turn around, you can see a young elven woman is running out of the forest, kind of like waving and gesturing you to hold on.
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
We'll
Turn around.
wait expectantly.
She kind of comes up to you, a little out of breath, takes a moment, catches the breath, and she says, "I saw you in the village. You guys were trying to get into the country. If I can ask, well," and she just kind of says all this very quickly, and she's like, "There's something I've been trying to get the elders to deal with, and they won't deal with it. But I saw that you guys are there, and you wanted to get in the country, and I know ways to get into the country that the elders don't know about, and I was wondering, if maybe if I helped you, you could help me."
Well,
I'm listening.
No, fuck on here. Let's say we don't know what it is that you need help with, but let's say that we learn more and we agree to help you, and then we help you, and in exchange, you help us get into the country because obviously that's what we wanted. Otherwise, we would have never walked up. Once we're in, what's to say we won't be immediately arrested?
She looks at you with just wide eyes, and she's like, "Arrested? No, I wouldn't do that. My word is my bond."
I'm not. I'm saying
Insight.
you get it.
I'm gonna check insight.
Yeah,
on
go ahead.
that.
Everybody roll insight.
As soon as people start professing innocence.
Wait, did I close my window? No, I didn't.
Yeah, I got this.
That's a good one. I did not get it. Sounds good to me.
Carl, you feel like she's being truthful in this moment.
I told you. She wouldn't lie to us. I've never heard anyone more honest. Okay, I understand you're saying you won't turn us in, but if we've gotten in without the approval of the elders, and then let's say we're just going about our business in the country, and then we get stopped and someone says you're not supposed to be here, what happens to us then?
Or what happens if we run into another elder?
That's exactly what I just said.
And she kind of looks a little, nervous as she says this, and she says, "Well, what I need your help with isn't something the elders would approve of, so I would help you avoid them until we accomplish what I need to accomplish."
Why don't you tell us
and
a
I
little
would
bit
help
more
you, I would help you avoid them even afterwards, because that would be our agreement.
Why don't you tell us a little bit more about what you need before we spend any more time?
Oh, she nods, and she kind of gathers herself, and she says, "There's some unease in the air. I don't know if you could sense it or not in your brief time."
Is it the wind?
She looks at
We
you.
have a lot of wind experience.
She
young lady.
looks at you, and she's like, "Not necessarily. Maybe a little. But no, there's just, something was wrong with the magic in our country. And I know it's coming from one part of our country, but no one will listen."
Whoa.
Was she angry?
And she kind of composes herself again, and she says, "I know it needs to be dealt with, and I've asked the sentinels, and I've asked the elders, and I've even petitioned the circle, and no one will listen to me. But I saw you, and it seems that you guys are a capable group, and I thought maybe you could help me, go to this site, this ancient sacred place, and find out what was going on, and deal with it, and or at least find out what's going on and report back with evidence that would move the circle to do something about it.
After her little outburst, can I do some kind of like sanity check on her?
Yeah. What would that be?
I
Some
have
sort
no
of
idea.
wisdom check, perception, maybe.
Medicine, survival.
Yeah, I don't know. You can
Pick one.
do. Let's see.
Like
Insanity?
wisdom or medicine sound good to me.
Yeah, do like a medicine check.
Well, she's
18.
healthy as a horse.
She seems like you wouldn't say she's insane, but she seems pretty wound up.
Okay. Okay. Everything's. I mean, she's checking all the boxes. So far, so good.
She hasn't told us what her issue is, though.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
Okay,
not
so
Well, what she
obviously-
said.
not what she needs from us. I should
Obviously,
be
this has
specific.
gotten you pretty excitable. So, what is it that you like? We understand you want evidence of something that may be going on. What do you think is happening? What has got you so worked up?
When I walk in the forest, I hear discordant whispers. When I commune,
Do they say words?
nothing that I can tell. I hear cold voices. The shadows of the trees bend the wrong way. When I commune with the gods, I don't hear them. And when I talk with the elders, and when I petition the circle, it seemed to me that they're experiencing the same thing. But they're so concerned with their harmony that they'd rather pretend everything is okay than do anything about it.
But it sounds like it's all just, and I don't mean to make light of it or minimize it, but it sounds like it's all just feeling. Like nothing has actually happened.
Not yet. But I'm worried.
Oh,
What was that for?
I wanted to make an Arcana check and see if like I can kind of agree with what she's saying or understand where she's coming from about this being
Okay, hold on.
odd. I know you already said I can already tell it feels like home, but that's normal to me.
Right.
But maybe that's why, like,
You made an Arcana check. You're a warlock. What is your primary stat block?
primary
Charisma?
stat block is charisma.
Make a charisma check.
That almost didn't make it.
Yeah, I saw that floating on that 3.
As you hear this woman speak, you feel something, Elion, from your patron. And you can feel... What's your patron's name again?
Oh, I don't know if I ever picked out a name for my
Bart?
patron.
No, I think I gave one. I think I gave him one last session. Let me see if I wrote it down somewhere.
Let's see, I don't remember an explicit name.
Zarhanir, I think is what I wrote down before. Something like
Okay.
that. Just call him Zar.
Sure.
You can feel coming from Zar a sense of annoyance, and what with a 21, what you are kind of getting out of this annoyance is there is spiritual energy that's being wasted, and that do you know this? Do we 21? Okay, 20 on a 21 you'll know this. And more than just the annoyance at the waste of this spiritual energy, you can tell, because you remember Zar in your last
Yep.
encounter,
He
he wanted
wanted
you
me
to
to
claim something.
claim the power instead of
Yeah, he
closing it off.
he just you essentially are getting the sense that there's something being done in a similar vein that
Does the energy or the magic here feel like it did in the cave at all?
not necessarily. Like it
Okay.
is you would say that maybe it's in a similar vein, but I wouldn't say it's
It's
exactly
two
the
different
same.
elementals that are combined this time.
Yeah, it's a
Well,
water
that
element, a
was an
fire
earth and
elemental.
Yeah, that was what, earth and air. So this has got to be fire and water.
Yeah, exactly. You guys figured it out.
You're 5 days too early for that.
You guys figured it out. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, then I guess I understand. So I will say I understand how you feel. I can detect that something feels off here. It doesn't feel like I'll say a normal area should.
Yeah.
Because you said it feels like home, which shouldn't feel like that in this plane.
Yeah, she turns it to you, just eyes so wide, and she's like, "Exactly."
I'll look and I'll say, well, if we can help her and accomplish our mission.
So let's be clear. If we help you, you're saying that you will help us avoid the elders to get into the country, and then you will stay with us while we complete our own mission and effectively act as our escort until we've completed our own mission and are quote unquote safe from, inquisition by the elders.
She
Is that the
nods.
agreement?
She nods enthusiastically.
Okay. Can you give my colleagues and I just a moment to converse amongst ourselves?
Certainly.
Okay. Well, we go
Yeah, you withdraw. Yep.
withdraw. Look, I think we can probably get in on our own, but I am a little worried about keeping a low enough profile. We got to cross this whole motherfucker, right? So a little worried about keeping a low profile and avoiding subsequent detection once we're in. If she can do what she says, then that's pretty valuable, but we don't know if she can actually pull that off.
Yeah, one thing, this is where from another life, I feel like, we needed some sort of adventuring papers in order to not be caught. Who's to say we do not need similar papers here? And she could at least give us that info. She could give us very invaluable information on what kinds of we wanted to get in. We clearly needed some sort of approval. How do we represent that approval? So those are kind of things that I think she could help us with.
Okay. And on top of that, there might be some sweet loot at wherever she wants us to go.
That's fair.
All right.
That is fair.
Always down for a good adventure.
Very true. Carl, what say ye?
Well, I'm glad you guys decided this because I don't think I could in good conscience leave her with a problem like this without helping.
What a fucking nerd.
All right.
Okay.
Sounds about Carl.
So we're gonna walk back over to her and agree to her terms and say, just be really clear. We have a long journey in this country ahead of us.
Let me be clear.
And
now let me be clear. My best.
You're going to be staying with us until we have completed our work here. It's a long journey.
She kind of, she jumps up and down, claps her hands. Absolutely, absolutely. Well, we have to go a little ways to get to where the first grove is. So maybe by the time we get there, we'll have arrived at least part of the way to where you need to go.
I doubt it, but
I mean, she didn't say how big of a part. It could be. I mean, as long as it's in that direction, we're good.
That's well, I mean, we can only be going towards it at this point. Um, so yeah, okay. I mean, let's go. How do we get in this place?
Well, it's probably best for us to travel a little ways along the border. There I know some good places. So we can go a little north and a little what is this? What is this direction? East. We can go
West.
West.
That was me, the DM, not the character.
No, I know. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I know. Okay. We were not wanting to set out quite yet. What time is it?
Yeah, we're gonna call it here. Oh,
Yeah,
what
okay.
time is it? It's like early, late morning. Say late morning.
Oh, so we could theoretically
Yeah,
set,
we
not tonight,
could
but
set
we could
out.
theoretically set
Oh,
out.
that was a super fast trip on those Eagles, huh? I thought
Well,
it was like an all day trip.
So no, you traveled for two days essentially. Now on the third day, by around mid morning, you
Oh.
arrived. So as the Great Eagle flies, it's 2 days across. And like this is like you were in the air for 12, 8, 16 hours. Like you guys are
Gotcha.
booking it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. She says, "This is wonderful. I'm Serafina, by the way. What are your names?"
Carl.
I wanted to do a Reservoir Dogs thing and be like, I'm Mr. Pink. He's Mr. White. That's Mr. Black. But you ruined it already.
It's
My
Mr.
name,
Carl.
I give her my name as well, not Mr. Pink, my actual name.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm Elion, and then I'm assuming Chaz will give his name as well.
Oh, okay. What is my Chaz voice going to be? Yes, I am Chaz.
Classic.
I'm just going to play a straight version of Yaru. Just like. All right. Great. So, great. I mean, functionally, we're going to call it here, but essentially, I think what would probably happen is are you guys going to go talk to your Yathan buddies and see if they'll give you a lift at least part of the way, or what's your intention?
I don't think so, because isn't she wanting to like do
I think we need to be
something
trying
around
to
here?
keep a low profile at this point, right?
Yeah, so not riding on Eagles. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. So, are you guys going to hang out here, or are you going to start off immediately?
If it's late morning, I say we begin our trek.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay, so Seraphina is going to turn to you and say, "Excellent. Well, I think we can just walk a little parallel to the forest. We can go out for at least a day or the rest of this day. That'll put us close to one of the paths that I know of. And then the next day we can try to get in."
Okay. I also, Seraphina, have a request that, while we're walking, if you could educate us about your land a little bit.
Certainly.
Also, I don't like how you said we can try and get in. What happens if we fail?
Oh, I just mean the paths that I know about. Sometimes they are patrolled. I would just go ahead and check and make sure that they weren't patrolled recently. That's all. So if
Okay.
it has been patrolled recently, we would just keep going and try a different one.
He's kind of a bitch. He does this.
Yeah.
I guess and you guys, I'm gonna just do this one little part and then we'll call it. But as you guys start walking, she's gonna answer Arik's query, and she said, "Well, I guess I'll start just by telling you where we're headed. We're headed to the First Grove. If you don't know what that is, it's the First Grove our ancestors found when they landed on the shores of this country, the Eastern Shores. So they came from a place way, way, way into the east, and they landed here. So actually, we have to kind of go to the coast. It's this part of the coast that kind of sticks out into the sea. That's where the First Grove
Wait
is.
a second.
She's talking about the doinker.
Does it resemble a doinker?
She kind of cocks her head and she's like, doinker?
What an interesting choice of word there. She what?
She doesn't recognize that word.
Okay, well, great news.
But yeah, you can tell that she's talking about what you
The
refer
doinker.
to as the doinker. Yeah.
Fantastic.
How
All right.
convenient, huh?
Yeah. It's almost like she's here to destroy us.
Or
Yeah.
your DM pivoted from his original plan so that he could get you where you needed to go.
I was gonna say I am a little. This is JD, maybe not Elian, but a little maybe skeptical about like they were able to detect this shit from in my bag. Who's to say that they're not just gonna be able to detect this normally?
Well, again,
Out in the fucking wild.
Sentinels did not. The Elder did.
Yeah, it's only the elders.
Well,
we just got to avoid the elders.
it's we don't know that for a
Well,
fact.
I know that from my previous travels here.
Wait, you know that the Sentinels can't detect stuff like
Well,
that?
he knows that the Elders are appointed to specifically the ones that that control the entrances to the border. They're picked for their ability, and they're a cut above just your average.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's a little sus they can detect something that's in a bag of holding, which is in another plane of existence.
Them's the breaks, man.
Fuckers are crazy here.
All right. Well,
Motherfuckers
we'll
be
call it here,
wild.
boys. Short session, but I think we made progress tonight.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.